Welcome back, everyone. Here is a so far look at my man. It stinks in here. Fucking A, it stinks. My 1972 Chevrolet Vega. Oh God! I thought I'm gonna get sidetracked here. Last week, my dog. Pretend this is my workshop, right? Pretend this is just a little rectangular building that I currently do my hobby stuff in. My dog is going absolutely ape shit. Just trying to fucking dig a corner. Just digging and digging and digging and digging. And I'm on the inside and I can hear her out there somewhere digging and digging and digging. And it's driving me crazy. So I'm going out there to see what the hell it is. I got my little flashlight, turn on the flashlight, and I can't stick my head down there far enough to look to see what the hell is underneath. So I help her dig the hole. I dig the hole bigger and bigger and bigger, and she can just about get underneath there. So I have to grab her by her neck, and I pull her away, and then I stick my head down there and relook with the flashlight, and I can see what appears to be a possum. And I'm pretty sure it's a possum. The eyes really actually glow, in this particular case, blue. You know, some animals' eyes will glow kind of a yellow or green, somewhere in between, but the possum's eyes, for some reason, seem to glow blue, at least with the light I was using. So, in order to stop my dog from distracting me, the possum didn't bother me, but the dog fucking digging and digging and digging and biting at the side of my shop was irritating the fuck out of me. I went back into my shop and I grabbed my air-powered rifle. I put a pellet in it and I go back to the hole and I shove the rifle underneath the hole, except now I can't fucking see where the critter is. I can't tell where it is. It's somewhere underneath here. I can't tell. So I pull it out and I go back inside and I grab my CO2 pistol. Shine my flashlight back in there, and yeah, it looks like he's over here. I can kind of see a grayish, whitish, hairy body. Looks like he's over there somewhere. Pull the flashlight out, put the pistol underneath there. I can't quite see at the same time that I'm shooting, so I put off about 7 rounds roughly. Then I can hear flopping. Just flopping, banging up against the bottom of this floor that I stand on and hitting the dirt. I can hear him flopping around, and about 15 seconds later, it stops. So I'm thinking, okay, he recovered from the injury because I didn't think the CO2 pistol was strong enough to penetrate the skin. I recovered from his injury. It hurt him quite a bit, and he found an alternative way out. Because this place does have skirting, right? It does have skirting all the way around, except there are gaps in certain areas. In some areas, there's some gaps where little critters can get underneath. I didn't think twice about it. It's been probably just a hair over a week later, and I want to tell you that it smells absolutely terrible in here. Absolutely god fucking awful. The rotten meat smell is horrible. You ever throw some, maybe you had meat in the refrigerator for too long and it starts to turn brown? Starts to degrade and you throw it in your trash bag. And then you take it outside to your big trash can and you throw it in there. And it's like almost a week later before the trash man comes to pick it up. And then you have to take out another trash bag out to the big trash can and you open up that lid. You know that smell? It just, I don't even know how to describe it. It like singes the hairs on your nose. It like irritates the sinuses. Or maybe you've been walking down a trail out in the woods somewhere and you run across a dead carcass or a dead fish or something, and it just smells god awful. Well, that's the smell that's currently going on right now. It is absolutely horrible. So I'm guessing I got lucky with the CO2 pistol and got him maybe in the neck or in the eye. I don't know. I'm not going to dig up my shop to try and find out, but I guess I'm going to have to live with this terrible, terrible smell. So here's a look at my 1972 Vega so far. Pardon me. Here's a look at some skirting or scaffolding, if you want to call it, before I attach the fender. You can kind of partially see it there. I used some modeling glue to attach it. Of course, this was a model car, not a remote control car. I've attached it to a Mini Q chassis. And these body parts, such as the one remaining fender I haven't done yet, came off of the Mini Q. Now I got to cut this one up to match this side and stick it over there. But in my opinion, it's not looking half bad. I like the curve right here because we got curves on the front hood area. We got curve up here. We got a very gentle slope on the roof line and the curved window, curved spoiler. So it kind of flows quite well. We got a nice straight line down here in the bottom line, on the body line. And I think I can make these two here blend in quite well. And I have to blend this in with some body filler. I have to fill in these areas here with some body filler. I did try to make them as symmetrical as possible. You can see there's still some pretty big holes right there. Now this probably will not last for a very long time if you or I were driving it or your kids were driving it and you hit a chair. Some parts would probably break off. But there's one other thing I want to do on my bucket list, and that's make a vacuum former. And I think this vehicle, once it's all said and done, and it's been filled, it's been sanded, it's been repainted to a nice smooth surface, I think it would make a very good candidate for that. I'm going to change the taillights. I like the look of the new model Dodge Charger taillights. I think I want to mimic that on the rear as best as I can. Still kind of looks like a Camaro from the front a little bit, but nowhere on here, in my opinion, do I recognize 1972 Chevrolet Vega. Right? Nowhere on here do I recognize it. It is just totally off the charts, that's for sure. Anyway, there's my update so far. I hope you enjoyed my little possum story. Be safe, enjoy the holidays, spend time with family and friends, be creative, think outside the box, explore new ideas.